All right, all right, all right. We're back. We're here
Hello, America.
live.
Long time. Been a minute.
It has, but it's really been only a week
Oh, because of technology.
because of technology. It's been a week. So we have a lot of things to talk about.
A lot of stuff going on in the world.
Yep. Where would you like to start? I have a list of things that I think have touched our world
Yeah.
since we talked last.
Well, it's got to be the big thing right now is the Key Bridge.
Key Bridge.
Boom.
You think that'll be one of those moments where someone says, "Where were you whenever the Key Bridge fell?"
No.
I know where I was. Whenever I was told, I was sleeping whenever it happened.
Yeah. I woke up and saw
Yeah.
Fox News, saw the video on Fox News.
Yeah. I was driving and Denise called me. I was driving to work
Yeah.
super early. Denise called and said, "Hey, are you on your way? Are you driving over the Key Bridge today?" I said, "Nope." It would have been impossible. Just
Yeah.
it's impossible to drive across
Unless you
it.
had that helicopter you're trying to get.
I've been trying to get a helicopter for years, and no one.
It's just not
I
the
get
budget.
I get shot down from every spot.
No pun intended.
Yeah, you can't say helicopter and shot down. It's pretty bad. So the Key Bridge. Um, so what's your thoughts? Any thoughts? Because it goes from both ends. I've got, Twitter allows us to be very much a conspiracy.
Right.
A conspiracy.
I don't think
conspiracy thing.
I think it's all human and mechanical error.
Yeah.
Conspiracy there.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, do you?
I don't know. There's some strange things.
There are
I don't know.
strange things. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of coincidences there. So I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't really know.
I was amazed at how quickly
It fell.
it collapsed. Yeah.
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 I was watching some stuff because it's still on the news today. I mean, it's almost a week later, and still the ship's still there. The crew for the ship still on the ship, haven't been able to get off. Because they're being investigated or stuff. They've sent stuff to them, but the people are still on the ship. And whenever they took the black box off the ship, uh, the there's 2 minutes missing where the electricity went out, and there's 2 minutes where they don't know what took place.
You would think that black box would not be affected by
You would think, right?
electricity.
Wonder if this is recording. Yeah. Um. So interesting thing about that I learned about the Key Bridge,
Yeah.
built in 1977. It was started in 1972. Took them 5 years to build it.
Right.
Opened in 1977.
Yeah.
We were 11.
I was 10.
Okay.
Um,
So by a few months.
Numbers matter.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, they do.
I think it's going to be funny to sit back and watch how much this actually winds up costing and how long it takes. I think the grift that's going to go on in the rebuilding of this bridge is going to be hellacious.
Yep.
I think there's going to be people with their hands out, skimming money, taking money. I think it's going to be absolutely
Big deal.
yeah.
So I looked up, I want to know what the original cost of it was in 1977.
Good deal.
$110 million.
They've already blown that.
Well, they already sent 67 million just to get things started, just to basically start with.
Right.
Yeah. So 110 million completely in 1977. It doesn't even get you started.
Right.
In today's world.
Yeah.
Billions.
What'd you think of old Governor Moore?
Yeah, he's
a
there's no what do they call it? You don't let something like that go to waste.
You don't waste a good tragedy.
That's it.
Yeah.
Every good tragedy's got a positive spin on it. Yeah. So I think he'll be using that to his advantage.
He's running for president someday.
Probably coming down. Everybody's going to run for president.
Yeah. Well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
So 5 years to build, 110 million. The other thing I was curious of is I know that I cross the Bay Bridge 4 days a week.
Yeah.
And I counted the other day 12 ships anchored in I guess it's the south side of the Bay Bridge, ready to go into the harbor. So they can't get in right now because the key bridge is basically blocking everything. Right. They've got a large crane getting ready to start pulling stuff out. But those are the ships that had their destination to pick up stuff or deliver stuff to Baltimore. I read that there are 40 ships, container ships, stuck in the harbor,
No shit.
and they can't get out. So there's 40 ships that are stuck there with their cargo that can't get out to go around the world wherever they need to go.
Wow.
The other thing I thought was very interesting is Baltimore is one of the largest automobile ports
Yeah.
in the United States.
Yeah.
And so Nissan, Jaguar, all those
Yeah.
Toyota,
Yep.
all come, most of those, I think it's almost like 750 to 1,000 to 1,000,000 cars a year come into Baltimore
Yeah.
Harbor. And I didn't know that. I know that there's a couple of small cruise ships that leave out of the harbor, go to the Bahamas and things like that. And I saw that they moved those to Norfolk. There are some people that had already left.
They didn't get trapped.
Right. Well, there's people that were out.
Yeah.
I think they left on Sunday, and I heard on the news that they were diverting those to Norfolk and then putting them on a bus and sending them back to Baltimore
So
to
they
the
get their
port.
car.
So
the
they get their
parking lot.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. So very interesting. So that took place I think it was last Monday. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, last Monday.
Yep.
So that was a interesting
I
thing.
saw even down here. I saw the DNR guys. I guess Denrec for like with there was 3 trucks with the boats all headed that way. Saw
Yep.
that like 2 days ago.
I'm curious how I know you would probably know this more about the 2 tunnels that go through Baltimore, but I don't think you're allowed to take hazardous material through the tunnel.
No.
So the only way to get hazardous material up and down 95, down the 95 corridor is over the Key Bridge or on the west
You
side
have to go
of the Beltway.
long way. Yeah.
And so with the Key Bridge being closed now for years, all that hazardous material and everything that will be trucked up and down 95 has to go to the west side of the bridge.
Right.
I mean, west side of the Beltway.
I was on the west side of the Beltway twice this month.
Yeah.
And it's a shit show.
Well, there's a
haven't-
lot going on in the Beltway. We're building back better, evidently.
Oh, okay.
And we got
Shovel-ready jobs.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so we got shovel-ready jobs that are all working on the west side of the Beltway. So traffic is horrendous.
I do not remember a time.
Yeah.
Look, I haven't been really back over there in the last 5 years on that up where I was, above like 70.
Yeah.
Right, not Route 70 all the way up to 83. I haven't been up there way much at all. But for a long time, I lived on that Beltway. Right, I've never not seen it under construction. It rivals I-83 in Pennsylvania
Oh my God.
for the length of time that they're going to work on the road.
It's a career. There's probably some people that started working for the Maryland State Highway
Right.
Association.
Or some general contractor.
That's right.
Yeah.
They did their whole career there. So
It's funny you say that. When I was a kid growing up on Long Island, we had Shoreham Wading River was a nuclear power plant that was supposed to go in on the north side of Long Island for the Long Island Lighting Company, LOCO. And I had friends whose fathers were electricians, union electricians. First of all, the place never came online, but they spent 25 years of their career building that place,
wow.
and it never went online.
So where traffic is going to be interesting for the next few years. Yeah. Luckily for me, I drive over there.
Yeah.
I renamed our warehouse. I renamed a warehouse at work the Keys. Okay.
So you're saying you're going to the Keys?
Well, basically, I've got an apartment in the warehouse.
Yeah.
So technically, I've got a house in the Keys.
1 day a week.
1 day a week, I have a house in the Keys. So I'm just I've named it the Keys. It makes me feel better.
Yeah.
So hey, Doug, where you been? I was staying in the Keys.
I shot up to the Keys.
Yeah, there you go.
To the Keys for a day.
So the next thing on my topic list, Key Bridge. First of all, we basically lost 6 people, I believe.
Yeah.
Lost their life.
Yeah.
So very sad about that, workers and everything. Next thing that I thought that you and I should talk about, I know that you mentioned this. We went to a concert last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were at the concert. You said, we need to talk about the concert.
Yeah.
Go ahead. And what was your thoughts?
So, Justin Moore and Cody Johnson.
Yeah. There's another guy there
I
too.
remember the other kid.
Yeah. The opener.
Just the first great concert, very talented guys.
A lot of guys from Texas.
Yeah, a lot of Texas in there.
Yeah.
A lot of flannel, a lot of denim, a lot of cowboy hats.
Yeah.
Baltimore must have thought it was under an invasion from
Texas.
Yeah, from
it was like a border invasion.
Yeah.
Southern border came up.
That the Cowboys were invading.
Yep.
But
It was a little cold, by the way, and some of the clothing choices for some of the young ladies was not really rated for the
Wasn't
temperature.
wasn't weather
Yeah, yeah,
related. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, they were okay inside, I guess.
I guess
It was even chilly inside, I thought.
it was a little bit.
Yeah, it was. But at a time where people might be worried about the future of America and what America youth is doing, there weren't many people there older than us,
No, I think we were pretty
right?
much.
We were in the top
Yeah.
5%.
Yeah, I think so.
A lot of young people,
There's a lot of we had the experience there. I
right?
believe.
A lot
Yep.
of couples, all on a date night. Everybody having a few soda pops,
Yeah.
having a good old time. There was no fisticuffs. There was no nothing. It was everybody was cordial and polite to everybody and singing along with the songs. But at a time where you might be concerned about the general direction of America, about the younger population, I came away from it refreshed. There were two instances during the concert. Justin Moore sang one of his songs, and for whatever reason, people started chanting USA at the end of it.
Yep.
And he stopped what he was doing and sang the national anthem. That was pretty cool. And then the same thing happened to Cody Johnson at one point, where he does his tribute to
Police officers. Yep.
first responders, and veterans, Army, Navy, armed services. And at the end of that, then he sang "God Bless America." And I just thought that if you have a concern about where America's headed, I felt good about when we were there.
It was very patriotic.
Yeah.
Very wholesome, patriotic.
Yes, wholesome is the
Yeah.
word. Yeah.
I think Cody Johnson's a strong family man, strong Christian.
Yeah.
Definitely talks about his faith. Definitely a lover of the United States of America.
Yep.
And so wanted to be a rodeo guy all his life. It was a good concert.
Yeah.
One of the best I've been to.
Yeah.
So I'm not really a concert guy.
Yeah.
So I went there because, we have
Yeah.
two ladies in our life that love those things.
Yeah.
And so we were there. And I will shout out to one of our audience, one of our fans.
Yeah.
Grant. So Big Grant was there, a friend of little Marky Mark.
Yep.
And so Grant was there, and
he had a good time.
Grant was, I think that basically if I'd have cut his arm off, he wouldn't have felt it for 2 days. And so there was a lot of anesthetic going through his blood.
He powered on through the evening.
I know he left there and went someplace else.
Down in Fells Point after that, and he powered on through the evening.
Yeah, I actually think Mark
impressive.
went home and left him at the bar
because he had lost the power of speech somewhere around 10 o'clock.
He had, I counted no less than 15 times that he either sang a long love ballad to me or told me he loved me.
There's no doubt he's got a crush on you.
Yes. Yeah. I'm telling you, there was a lot of, it was awkward. It was uncomfortable in a couple of times. So yeah, it was a good concert.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
It was a good time.
Yeah, good concert. Next thing we also did something else. It's been a busy week. It's been a very busy week.
Yeah.
Okay. So the other thing we went to is Ann Angel, our friend Ann Angel. A couple of weeks ago, we did a interview with her from Millsboro Chamber of Commerce, and her on Thursday night was the Millsboro Chamber of Commerce fundraiser for the Millsboro Little League.
Yeah,
casino night.
Yeah,
and so it was a great event.
I thought so too.
I absolutely had a blast.
Me too. Yeah.
Not really sure. Wasn't sure what I was going to expect whenever I went in, but I'm telling you, had a blast there. Right. People were great.
Yes. Friendly people. Again.
Yep.
What we were just talking about. Friendly people, all for a good cause. You don't have to twist my arm when it comes to sponsoring something like a Little League.
Yep.
I got some bucks. No problem.
Yeah. So then the other thing that happened there is I spent a little time at a blackjack table.
Yeah.
I like that. Like hanging out at the blackjack table. Then went over to the craps table, which I really enjoyed craps, spent some time there.
Yeah.
It was nice to basically leave, and I left the craps table with $100,000.
Yeah.
Just to be able to say that I left with $100,000. Whenever I left the craps table with $100,000 chip.
That's life-changing money.
I know. And I walked back over to the table where Lady Fung was sitting there. having a Cosmo, and Cosmos at this place for $4 a piece. And
Yeah,
so
but they weren't in they weren't in Cosmo glasses.
they weren't in Cosmo glasses.
They were
It was
buckets.
right. So whenever I walk back over with $100,000 chip, I'll just let you know it took exactly 3 minutes for that chip to be gone. So she took the whole thing.
In one hand,
Yeah.
out the other.
Yeah. So luckily for me, I enjoyed the experience more than I enjoyed the proceeds.
Right.
Yeah. So
it was kind of fun to be playing blackjack and playing for $5,000 a hand or $25,000.
and that it made me feel good.
Right.
I believe that Lady Shway came over to the craps table and said, "How do you play this?" And I said, "Well, this is what you do. This is what you do." And so she threw in literally 5 minutes, she had lost $5,000. She said, "This game sucks," and walked away. So I thought it was the Cosmos talking, but
that was the beginning of the Cosmos.
Yeah, I said, but I will throw this out. Ian Angel and Tom, they did a great job. Millsboro Chamber of Commerce, unbelievable deal. That's the first annual casino night. The people that ran the casino stuff came from Baltimore.
Yes,
they did a great job as
Tricia
well.
and I have been at other functions before where that company runs casino night. They do a really nice job.
Yeah,
they do a really nice job.
They did a great job.
Yeah,
yeah. It was pretty fun. It was very nice just hanging out and talking with them.
Yeah.
My favorite event, my favorite time of the evening was whenever I was sitting at a blackjack table in the dealer's dealing, and it was a push between her, the dealer, and somebody else. And she paid the other guy out and said, "I busted." And I said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa. No, you didn't."
Yeah.
And she said, "What?" And I said, "Count your cards again." And so she counted, she said, "Wait a minute. I didn't bust."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, a push doesn't work if you bust. That's not the way this works."
I think they had some volunteers working some of the blackjack tables.
Yeah.
The table I was at, the lady was hitting on 17 as a dealer. She was hitting on 17, and there was more. There was more than a few times where she paid out when she shouldn't have.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's charity. It's not real money, so it's no big deal. But I said, I finally, when the table got a little smaller, it was just one or two other people. I said, "Hey," I said, "you hit on 16, you stay on 17." She's like, "Oh."
Wow.
And then the whole aspect of doubling down or splitting your cards. Like, it took a couple, there were people there who had played blackjack before, obviously, customers who had to explain to her what doubling down was and splitting your card. I mean, she was letting people split. I think it depends what casino you're in, but you can't like split sevens.
Right. There was there's a bunch of rules that playing in a real casino.
Right.
That as far as what you do with your money, where you play at the blackjack. I mean, the craps table, there's only certain spots where you can put your chips, and everything else has to be has to be laid down. So they place it. I mean, there were people all over the place. So luckily they had patience, but I'm telling you, if we'd have been someplace else, we'd have been.
I don't know have you ever been to the Casino Live in right there by the
I haven't.
By the mall in Anne Arundel County there off of 100.
Yeah, I haven't.
I've been in there, and there are some people, man, you best not get in their way.
They're serious.
Oh, they're serious. Like, they don't have room for rookies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially at like the craps table or blackjack. Man, heaven help you if you hit on 17.
Yeah.
And you draw the 4, and the guy next to you's got 14.
Yeah.
And he needed that 4. Holy shit, are you going to hear about it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so that was a casino night. That was Thursday night.
That was fun.
It was a fun night. So the next thing I want to we have to pause for a little bit, talk about something coming up on April the 27th, because there are still tickets available. Don't know if you're going to be there yet, because there might be a new body coming in.
Yeah, we're expecting.
We're expecting. You and Trish are expecting.
No.
Okay. So, Unstoppable Joy Gala. Our friend Tanya from Unstoppable Joy, they're having their annual gala fundraiser, April the 27th, from 6:30 to 9:30. I think Dustin Showers is going to be there.
I like him.
So he's going to be there doing the music and everything there.
He's got some new stuff out.
Yeah. It's the new Purdue Henson something center. I don't know, in Salisbury. So
it's got to be over by the college.
it's got to be somewhere over there.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 6:30 to 9:30. Tickets are still on sale. You can go to Unstoppable Joy Co. all one word .org. Get your tickets.
Do you think you should explain to folks what Unstoppable Joy is, what Tanya does?
You can go ahead. I'll let you.
Oh,
do it.
thanks.
Yeah, you threw that to me.
So, well, that's how it works.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, Unstoppable Joy, Tanya is a cancer survivor. And what she did coming out of it, she realized that people who are going through cancer as patients, care providers, or family members need assistance, whether it be with physical health, mental health, or even just having somebody to talk to type stuff. So she started this foundation where she coordinates efforts like that all over. I think she's worldwide now, right?
Yeah, I think it's in multiple countries.
Right. Where if you get in touch with Unstoppable Joy and you're say you're the care provider for a cancer patient, they'll help you with counseling, logistics, all kinds of stuff. And a lot of it is a lot of the stuff she does, there's no cost for it.
Yep.
People are donating their time to help other people out.
And so that's what you get for this fundraiser.
Yeah.
And so there's a possibility you might be there with Lady Shway.
Yeah.
Possibility. There's not just a possibility, but I will be there. And so I will be, if I might be alone, I might not, but I will. Denise is go.
Are you supposed to MC it?
I will be emceeing it. And so I have been ultimately told that I found out last night that I'm not allowed to buy the tuxedo that I had found on Amazon because they had a sale on tuxedos for $59.
Says who?
The person that controls my life.
Oh.
Yeah. She said, absolutely not. And so I was trying
permission to do so.
You would think so. Just out of, when someone told me, well, my mom and dad told me absolutely not. That's whenever I try to find ways to do it.
Yep.
So someone last night at the winery told me that the only way that I should be able to buy it is if it was a Halloween costume. Look, I buy a lot of stuff from Amazon, and it had a 4-star rating, 4 out of 5. It's a tuxedo.
Say go.
How often are you gonna wear a tuxedo? I mean, listen, I might wear it a lot.
It's up to you. It's America. You do
Hey,
what you want.
Yeah, hey, when you call and say, hey, we're going out to eat, we're going out to Hooked Up, we're going out to Bethany Blues.
Wear a tuxedo. That's when those ones go smack you with the neck.
That's so funny. So, listen, can you imagine? I can get a tuxedo delivered next day, Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
$59 because I buy it in Delaware, tax free. I can't rent it for that.
Nope.
No, not at all. So just want to let you know, you come to buy your tickets.
Yeah.
I can tell everyone how much the tickets are. Do you know how much the tickets are?
I don't know.
$200 for tickets to get in. Okay. And they have a bar. And then you get 2 free drink tickets for $200. Or you pay $240, unlimited drinks at the open bar.
Well, if I'm bringing somebody, if I'm there with somebody, I know I'm buying at least one $240 ticket.
All the money goes to help basically cancer survivors. It's a whole gala thing. There's a silent auction there.
So
Hear stories from
live
survivors.
auction too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm probably gonna have to do that too. All right, Unstoppable Joy. That's April the 27th from 6:30 to 9:30 at the Purdue Henson Center in Salisbury. You can call Tanya. This is her personal cell phone and she never sleeps. All right. 410-213-3707. Call Tanya.
Call her right now.
Yeah, just call her right now and say, hey, Doug said for me to call you. And
on the radio.
yeah. And so I'm sure she won't mind if I just give out her personal cell phone number. You think we should give her address out too, just in case?
I know it.
All right.
Yeah.
So there we go. All right. So 2 other things. Another big thing happened this week.
Go.
Retirement. So
yesterday
reached the end of the superhero career.
Yeah.
Yep.
32 years.
Superman hung up his cape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday.
I put it away carefully.
Yeah. Folded it neatly and nicely.
Get back out.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Now you can go out and do stuff and it doesn't really affect your job.
Right.
If you have to go down to the border and you have to basically go defend stuff at the border,
yeah,
you don't basically have to worry about that affecting your job. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much you're a, what do they call those people that just go out? Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. Um, for 34 years, I never did care too much about what internal affairs was gonna say.
Oh, really? That's so funny. So yeah, if you're in internal affairs, on television they call that the rat squad.
They
But
call it
I've
that
met a couple of
in
people.
real life too.
I've met a couple of people, and I've said, "Hey, what do you do?" "Well, I work for internal affairs." They were nice people.
Yeah,
Somebody's got to do that job.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to draw that straw, but
Well, I don't think when it comes to doing if a cop is dirty, bring and do him.
yeah,
Do him hard, and and forget about it.
it's reputation for
But it's
everybody.
the middle of the road stuff that is useless, or
Yeah.
that you may have said something out of line, or there's some gray area that I think that gets over investigated.
You know what scares me about your retirement?
No,
All of the crime that's out there right now
yeah,
now rests on the shoulders of Steve Lineback.
I tell you what.
Seriously. He's what we've got. The thin line between
No.
us and chaos
No,
is
he's on
Steve.
the tail end. He's got like 2 years left.
I know, but well, not as long as Jill is and Denise and Trish are planning trips. But what I'm saying is that the thin blue line is the whole definition of the thin blue line is the line between chaos
yes,
and society.
yes,
Well, when you stepped aside, the thin blue line got thinner.
it's a big hole.
Yeah. And now the only thing protecting us at that line is Steve.
You're forgetting a whole bunch of guys that you know directly,
Oh, that's true. But they're young.
and girls.
Yeah, but they're young.
Yeah,
And they're just learning. And so
there's a lot to be said for that. That's one of the
yeah.
definitely, that is one of the things I was seeing late. There needed to be more older guys around to show young people how to do the job effectively.
Yeah. It's like a young sports team.
Yes,
You need some veterans on there.
veteran presence in the locker room.
So here's what we got. We actually have you reached your end.
Yeah,
We have another friend of ours, Tim, your close friend.
yeah.
He's reaching close to the end.
He's like, he might be like 2 weeks away.
Yeah, so he's reaching the close, so he's stepping
Right.
aside. So there's holes in the line. However, he's got a bunch of family that's sort of filling his hole,
Yep.
and you've got a bunch of family that's
Yeah.
filling in. So the new generation's coming in. So
I'll tell you what's funny too about that. Tim, I think with his leave, he's only got to work like 2 more weeks and he's done. His day is in May sometime, but he's out in 2 weeks. When our kids were younger, and the kids you're talking about were talking to us about being police, the one thing we made sure of is they weren't going to be loads. They weren't going to be humps. And I think that's worked out pretty good so far.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So Tim, what is he going to do whenever he retires? Besides, he's just going to be a grandpa.
I don't know.
He's got a couple of kids, grandkids coming.
Yeah, he's got twin grandsons.
Yes, on their way.
Yeah.
You know, what'd be great is if those two named them Doug and Mike.
Yeah, that'd be great. That would be great. Or Tim and Mike. I mean, it's a little, I mean, I know you're an important guy.
Trying.
Or Mike and Tim.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
There we go. So
Like,
Tim, if you're out there,
Timothy Douglas.
yeah, that'll be great. Just
Michael Douglas would be like, everybody would go.
yeah, but that'd be pretty good. So if your name is Shannon and you're out there and you're thinking about what names,
Kevo.
yeah, if you're thinking about what names to name your children, Timothy Douglas
Yeah.
and Mike,
Yeah, there you go.
Michael Kevin.
Kevin Michael.
That would be good.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be
I think
good.
that's actually,
Is that a name? That one?
I think Kevin's middle name might be Michael.
Really? Oh,
It might be.
that's pretty cool.
Andrew, for some reason, is ringing it in my head too, but I think it might.
You know, as I'm sitting here thinking about this, we get ready to wrap this up. If we were going to start a militia, we have a pretty
Bro,
good.
I'm going to tell you, it could run deep.
Yeah, we got a group.
Not just family ties. Like
Yeah.
You could apply the Kevin Bacon theory
Yeah,
about how deep. I could go into my phone.
yeah.
I could have a squad up real quick.
There we go. So, so that's what so what are you going to do during your, now that you've reached your,
Yes.
what's your
Yes.
plans?
Yes. Did I tell you I got my schedule last night for
Yeah. Well, what,
Mayo Trap
so
Dunes?
you
But
have a
the
new,
coolest place on the East Coast to play golf.
really,
Yeah. They're our new sponsor, by the way.
really?
Yeah, they are.
So wait a minute. So you're not playing golf every day?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
No, no, not every day.
So
Play
you're
golf every day
there.
would be egregious.
Yeah. So you literally, your last day was yesterday.
Yes.
You've already started.
Yes.
Well, you're playing golf today,
Yes.
and you start on Monday at your new gig.
Yeah. Well, I've been, so I started working there part on weekends back in August.
Yeah.
Worked through the end of the summer, worked a couple days over the winter, and they have asked me to come back. And I'm going to be working there all spring, all summer for the foreseeable future. And I love working there. It's a blast. It's an absolute blast.
So for our audience that might want to go out and play golf, where's it located?
It's right in Ocean View, Maryland, right off of Central Avenue.
So right there,
Yeah,
they have 3 9-hole
three
courses,
9-hole courses. You
all
have
named after a bear.
Grizzly, Kodiak, and Black Bear.
Yep.
The course is in minus the deluge of water we've had over the last 2 weeks. The course is in immaculate condition. The
Yeah.
fairways and the greens are in immaculate condition. The carts are in immaculate condition. The staff is fantastic. Like you know me, if I thought it was BS, I'd call it out or I wouldn't do it. They're great people to work with. A lot of fun.
You got a great little clubhouse restaurant there.
Yes, they do.
Excellent
Yes, they do.
there.
Oh, the food is fantastic.
Yeah. What's the
Chef-
restaurant that's over there? Too?
Chef John is in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what the restaurant's actually called.
Oh.
But Chef John runs the kitchen over there, runs the restaurant. They have some great specials over there too, man. During I think off season, this might be the last weekend for off season stuff. But I think even during the regular season, they have specials like prime rib specials, lobster specials, stuff like that. It's a good time. It's a good time.
Best memory that I had, we were playing over there with Mark, and remember the girls that were out there serving hot dogs?
Yeah.
We got them to basically.
That was at Ocean City Golf Club.
Oh, that was Ocean
That
City?
was Ocean City Golf Club.
I thought that was over there.
Right. Because we were Mark
that was
and,
before the wedding, I thought.
Yeah, Mark and who else?
I forget who was over there.
It was Mark and somebody and Patrick.
Oh,
His
yes.
buddy Pat.
Yeah.
And they were beating us.
Yeah.
So we got the girls at the turn to give them a couple of shots of kamikazes and
Yeah.
a couple of beers, and their wheels came off. We beat them.
Yeah, we convinced those girls to basically flirt a little.
Yep.
Challenge them to some drinking.
Get them off their game. It worked.
Yeah, we basically poisoned them.
Yeah.
Their game went to hell fast.
Old bull versus young bull technology.
That's it. There. If you can't beat them straight up, basically they had fun.
Yeah, they did and I think we paid for the drinks.
Yeah, we did. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on in retirement in Mike's life. Whole new world.
Yeah, man.
More time to focus on the podcast.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've also been reaching out to a lot of it's election season.
Yeah.
And so we reached out to a lot of local candidates that we'll be having some of them on in, that they've reached back out to us. They're going to come on, talk about.
They expressed an interest in being on more towards the summer.
Correct. Yep. As we got closer to the election.
Yeah.
So the final thing that I basically want to bring up, unless you had anything else, is Easter weekend.
Yeah.
Yep. Celebrating the fact that
the holiest of holy for the Christians.
Yeah, there we go. Jesus wasn't there.
Yeah.
But what's your plans? I think you're coming here.
Yeah.
I think you're coming over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing like Lady Fung to basically invite a bunch of people over and tell me, hey, this is what you have to do before everybody comes over.
I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna leave it.
Okay. And then her tell me, I talked to you about this before. Listen.
I'm gonna say I get that too. I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
About 80% of the time she's right.
What?
For me.
Oh, okay.
For me. 80% of the time she's right, where she says, I told you this before. Where I kind of go, oh yeah, okay. But I'm more of a visual person. Like I have to see things written down. If she's and she I think I got a little ADD too. So if she's over here talking
in another room
or even across the room and tries to say, hey, we're doing this on this date, unless A, you're making eye contact, and B, you're writing it down for me, I'm definitely not going to retain it. But there's 20% of the time where she's abusing that. She has not told me. She might have told somebody else, but she thinks she's telling me she hasn't. Because there's definitely times where I am like,
I think there's a woman meeting as soon as they come out of the womb.
oh,
I believe there's a meeting, and they say, "Look, one of the rules to live by.
yeah,
All you have to say in the future is, I told you about this.'
I told you about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, no, you didn't. That calls them a liar.
Yeah.
And so I told you never listened to me. That's the follow up. Okay.
Yeah.
I told you about this.
You
No,
don't listen.
you don't. Yeah. You don't listen to me.
Here's how easy that is.
Yeah.
If she would text it or email it,
Yeah. Proof.
then you've got tangible proof.
Yeah.
Until then, your motion is dismissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go. So yeah, Easter. Anything else? There was one other thing we did this past week.
Go.
And that is, I believe it was last weekend. We had a surprise grandma,
Oh, gee.
a grandma shower. I didn't even know they existed.
I don't even know what. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, God bless
for
you
sure.
for doing it
Yeah.
for her, but totally not necessary.
Yeah. You got a lot of stuff in your house.
No shit.
Little Nolan's on his way.
Listen, man, this person, they think this person, he's not gonna be there more than a day.
This is going down in history, this episode.
Yeah.
So Nolan
Yeah.
will watch this.
This is called a clue.
Nolan. I can see it right now. There's going to be a silhouette of you and little dude with the little fishing poles on the beach fishing.
No.
All right, Fung Shway audience. You heard it.
Little guys can't fish till they're like 4.
Oh, really?
4 is it.
I don't know if I like kids until they turn 2. So
I know I don't.
yeah, I mean, up until they're 2, a monkey can raise them. That's my
I don't
opinion.
know about that, but I don't want to be any part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anything else we need to tell
No.
our audience?
No.
So it's hey, happy Easter, everyone.
Yep.
Remember we went over the bridge. We went over our concert.
Yep.
If you haven't seen Cody Johnson in concert, you're
Go
missing
do it.
out. Go see
Go
it.
do it. Hey, coming soon. Naturals podcast is coming out.
Yep.
That's working on the future. Some of you guys are watching and listening right now. Be prepared.
Yep. We'll have you live on here.
Yep. Keep it clean.
Yep. Millsboro Chamber of Commerce, Unstoppable Joy, April 27th. Don't
Yeah.
forget to check it out on the gala. If y'all want to send your gifts, your retirement gifts and donations,
Oh, yeah. Just
to Mike.
Stop by the office.
Yeah, stop by our headquarters. Look, the best place to actually drop your gifts off, your retirement gifts for the retirement party, is Salted Vines. Just drop them off care of
Yeah.
Shway, Fung
Yeah.
Shway.
Yeah.
They know us there.
Yeah.
We're there all the time, literally.
See Allie.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just say, hey, look, this is a retirement gift for Mike. And they'll take care of that. And
That's funny.
he's registered on Amazon. That's pretty
That's
cool.
funny.
And happy Easter. That's
Hey.
it. Yeah.
Let's go, Rangers.
Hey, Rangers. There we go.
Let's go.
The Orioles did a good job too.
I don't care about baseball right now. It's hockey playoffs, bro.
There we go. So until next time, Feng Shui audience. See ya.
See ya.
You've been listening to the Fung Shway podcast. Stay tuned for new episodes every week.